So a lot of people today are worried about whether GPT or Gemini will steal their jobs in the next few years. Now, if you want to be a leader in this industry, you need to stop looking at the next version of the LLM and start looking at the 2036 roadmap. In 10 years, the way we build, deploy, and secure software will be unrecognizable. Now, over the years, I've watched the shift from manual virtual machines to containerization and today to AI native orchestration. If you're still defining your value by how fast you can write a Python script, you are already obsolete. By 2036, coding will be a low-level background process just like assembly language is today. So in this video, we're talking about the skills that will actually survive the total automation of the SDLC or the software development lifecycle. For the last 20 years, the hero of the story was the developer. It's the person who writes code or who builds from scratch. But in 10 years, the hero is the auditor, because now AI can build a million microservices in a second, but it cannot tell if the logic aligns with a specific business strategy or a high-level governance framework. In a previous video, I used Gemini to build an app without any human intervention and it failed horribly. Now, that is why in a few years your job isn't to write code, but to verify the architectural integrity of what the AI produced. So you need to be the person who catches the AI slop before production. In essence, if you can't look at a 1,000-line infrastructure manifest and spot that one security hallucination or any other error made by that AI, you will simply not have a job in 10 years. Now, I have said this plenty of times in plenty of videos. If you're not mentioning Terraform, Pulumi, AWS CDK, and GCP AI integration in your resume, you are still applying for a job in 2018. In a few years, IAC or infrastructure as code will not just be a skill, it will be the basic language of the cloud, but the way we use it is going to change. Basically, we're moving from imperative IAC, where we tell the cloud what to do, to intent-based IAC, where we tell the cloud what we want. So AI will handle the how and your value lies in the what. And remember, you're not managing a server, you're managing a value stream. So you need to understand how a change in a configuration affects the bottom line of a platform. Basically, the AI understands the syntax and your job is to understand the system dynamics. Now, in the old days, the finance people handled the bill and the engineers handled the code. But today, or at least in a few years, that wall is gone because every single senior architect needs to be a FinOps specialist. Because as AI-generated resources scale infinitely, your cloud bill can go from 1,000 to 100,000 to 1,000,000 in one afternoon if your guardrails are not perfect. Today or in a few years, the most valuable engineers are the ones who can architect cost efficiency at inference. If you can save a company 30% or so on their AI inference budget by choosing the right silicon, whether it's Google TPUs or NVIDIA GPUs, you are worth your weight in gold. In essence, FinOps isn't accounting, but it's efficiency engineering. One more thing. When AI builds 99% of your infrastructure, you run into a new problem, and that is technical entropy. So the AI-proof skill is observability and debugging at scale. So basically, you need to be the one who understands how a latent failure in a global CDN affects the consistency of a distributed database in a way that the AI logic misses. Now, one more skill skill I should mention is of course cloud neutrality. In a few years, the most valuable architects won't be the GCP experts or AWS experts, they will be the protocol experts. These experts will basically understand the underlying primitives of networking and compute so deep that they can shift between or across these providers in real time based on cost and performance telemetry. In essence, this roadmap is pretty simple. Anything can be repeated, will be automated. The only thing that can stay human is the decision logic and the final verification. So if you can't look at a system and understand its failure modes better than the machine that built it, you will not have a seat at the table. Now that's it for today's video. I hope everything was clear. If you got any questions, drop them in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like and subscribe buttons. Now if you want to learn more about the cloud, GCP and FinOps, just follow the link in the description below, and I'll see you in the next video.